there's a requirement for systems checks, and I cannot imagine that we would send a mission commander, for I know that pilots would not accept the same thing, without being able to do an external inspection of their craft. We sent them up there with no ability to go into space. We didn't give them the backpack. Basically, we sent them up there with absolutely no other options, not enough fuel to make the space station and what have you. And the discussion of what damage may have occurred already started after the post-launch sequence. And unfortunately, this device is 25 years old. I mean, let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, you wouldn't want to get into a 25, 30-year-old airliner. You know, it's time to upgrade things, and that means we have to spend money and we have to dedicate technology, because the research and development of things associated with the space program you are using every day in your home, and many people don't even know it. You would transistors, computers, microwave, all this technology has gone into that, has trickled down.
Are you aware, by the way, Ingo Swann wrote a book, and of course he was the father of remote viewing, alien bases on the moon also. So, I mean, you do have some support out there.
Well, absolutely. And you know, once one is actively engaged and gets to see and have access to many different things, you know, support is a nice thing to have, but you have to have your own motivation and inner support to carry on the work if you wish to.
Prior to saying good night, Glenn, what would you like to say to the millions?
Well, I think that it's important that we look at this. No one has all the answers. For nobody could reasonably be expected to stand in front of you and make such a claim and say, here's the truth and the total truth, because facts and discoveries and the revelations from such evolve with every microsecond. So we should remember we are empowered to think, to ask questions, to expect rational answers. This is one of the blessings of our democracy, but it's of no value unless we participate in it. And in this field in particular, we need to look deeply. We need to search for historical foundation. This gives us a sense of direction. It identifies sudden or changes or questions that may come to mind. But more importantly, we need to ask how life, nature, and creation functions on this planet around us, and why we would expect it to be so totally different, that the intelligence that controls all of this around us would be so totally different as to fancify our imaginations if we left this tiny planet. And I think if we